Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This one comes from Edward North. Greetings, John and crew. I know not as many people are watching Ms. Marvel as the other Marvel shows so far, but after this episode, I feel very safe in saying I think this is the best Marvel show they've put on Disney Plus so far. Even better than WandaVision. I feel like we've now moved beyond just getting to know the characters and the main story is coming into focus. And it just keeps getting better and better. What did you guys think of the new episode?
All right, so you guys know that there is a show on Disney Plus that I absolutely love watching, and it ain't Obi-Wan. It's not that I hated Obi-Wan, but it's Ms. Marvel. This show continues. You guys know I love the first 2 episodes. I sat down to watch the 3rd episode. And here's the thing. I was telling everybody this prior to us going on air today. I put my finger now on what it is that just makes me love this show. This show, and this, I was watching the episode last night. I'm like, there it is. This show gives me joy. It gives me joy. I watch this show, and whether it's Kamala just doing her thing, her circle of friends, what they're doing, whether it's the family when the dad's saying, this is why we came to America, so our children could be whatever they wanted to be. And then last night, without going into a lot of details on the plot, it's the brother's wedding episode where the brother gets married. And I'm watching this, and I'm realizing, I pause for a second, so I'm reaching for my drink, and I realize, oh my God, my cheeks hurt because I'm just grinning. I'm realizing I'm just watching these characters and who they are, these good, wonderful people. And it just makes me happy. And there's not a lot of shows today that I watch that just make, like, my number one show on television is Yellowstone. But I don't just feel happy. I don't feel a lot of joy watching. I mean, I have a great time watching it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's the best show on TV, but I'm watching this and I'm watching the wedding scene unfold. And I'm just like, I'm filled with joy watching it. It just, it reminds me of that film that Lupita Nyong'o was in called Queen of Katwe, which I absolutely adore. I remember I came out of the movie and I said, there's something great about just going into a movie about good people doing good things. That's just like a palate cleanser for the soul or whatever, compared to a lot of the other types of movies that I like watching, right? But I'm watching this show. It's fun. It's charming. It's endearing. This episode was right up there too. And I realized again at the end, I was just filled with a whole shit ton of joy watching it. And I find myself when it ends, no, don't stop, because I want to keep dwelling in this, and that character is so charming and so great. And you're right. This is the episode where now the basic story is now coming unfold. We've had little mysteries, little hints dropping along the way. This is the episode now where it starts to become unpacked. We start to see where they're going with it. We are starting to get our antagonists now. All great, but I loved the episode. I have loved this show so far. I am not ready to say it is as good as WandaVision. That is a very high bar. But if it continues this out for the next 3 episodes, it'll be in the conversation. So I loved what I saw. Anyway, Aaron, you had a chance to get caught up on Ms. Marvel. What are you thinking so far, and what do you think about the episode last night?
You're absolutely right. It is, I have just finished binging the last season of Peaky Blinders, and while it is one of the best shows on television, joyful is not exactly how it leaves one. So this was an excellent palate cleanser. I agree. It's not only joyful. What stands out to me is how unbelievably relatable the show is on so many levels. I won't go into details, but there's a period where Kamala and her mom are talking about what her faith does for her. And growing up in a very Catholic household, and my mom is like a super Catholic, that's a term I've decided. My mom is a super Catholic. And hearing Kamala's mom talk to her about what her faith does for her, it sounded exactly like the way that my mom talks about what her faith does for her. And whether or not you yourself are a religious or a faithful person, regardless, it's a window into what gives people a sense of peace when they are troubled. And what I saw in this was that...
By the way, there's a great line in that whole thing just where the mom says, I found my family.
Oh, yes.
And then she goes, she expounds on that, but I'm like, oh, yes. And
yeah, there's so many really beautiful one-liners that no matter what background you have, no matter where your belief system lies, no matter whether you live in New Jersey or you live in, New Delhi, it doesn't matter. Like there are some commonalities that anyone can find with these people. And especially the fact that, yes, there are young people, they are, in high school, but that doesn't mean that their problems are not real regardless of your age. We all have those moments in life where we're like, I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how I'm going to get out of this situation. And, for some of us, it's, gosh, how do I deal with being a superhero? I mean, I battle that every day. Me and Kamala, we're just like totally there. But for the rest of us, it's just life stuff. And so I am actually finding so much joy in this because it reminds me that, hey, I am not the only person that's going through stuff. And clearly, if they're writing it in this television show, it means that there are enough people sitting around a writer's room and enough people sitting there making this show that go, hey, man, life's sometimes really tough, and let's add some motivational quips in there. So I agree. I think this is a really fun show. I love how we're continuing to see her skills building. And I love, like I said, from the very first episode, I liked the fact that there weren't a lot of action scenes and that we didn't see Miss Marvel. We just saw a teenage girl. And now we're seeing her getting more and more confident and seeing the evolution of a hero and not just, one served to us on the platter. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm so happy that we still have, how many more episodes?
3 left.
3 more.
Yeah, thrilled. Happy
Halfway
about
through.
it.
Yeah.
Chris, you had a chance to see the new episode. What are you feeling right now?
Oh man, I love this. I love what Aaron was saying too, because I love when people say that this is hard to relate to. Were you not young once?
Right.
Did you just show up Benjamin Button
Do you
dial?
not have a family?
Yeah, do you not have a
Do you
family?
not go to school?
You just poofed into existence. Good for you. Love
Every
that.
day is a holiday for
Yeah.
you. You don't have any problems.
Well, and watching things like this too, you always realize, oh, I remember when I was that age and I thought once I'm older, I'll figure everything out. And then you get older and you go, oh my gosh, I still don't know anything. Like so many of the adults in this, like that wonderful conversation between the brother and the father.
Oh,
I
that was
relate-
so good.
yeah.
I related to that so hard as a real poor kid who got married in a backyard and was like, well, let's hope for the best on this one. I love this show so much. I think it's interesting how it's getting less stylized as we go along too, which is very, very cool to kind of watch that trickle out and everything. And this was a great episode to see how this is going to connect so intrinsically to the MCU. There's so much good stuff here. Really cool things hearkening to the comics where they're taking some of the lore and working it into this story in a really fun, organic way too. So if you are a fan of like deep cuts of Marvel, this has some real juicy things in there too. I think it's something that is a great show for anyone, whether you're a casual viewer or a Marvel diehard. I don't understand why more people aren't tuning in.
By the way, but there may be, like I said, the numbers we talked about the other day were just for the debut episode.
true.
I think we're going to see the numbers, the week over week numbers continue to climb. But I'll just tell you this one thing about the episode that I just about died. I had to pause the show. You, of course, know that the parents have a deep love of Bon Jovi from the previous episode, right? At the wedding, they have a Bon Jovi cover band, a Pakistani Bon Jovi cover band whose name is Brown Jovi.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
loved I love the inclusion of the Bon Jovi songs in there.
Yes.
There's a great sequence that has a Bon Jovi song, and it's awesome. It works very well. The music in this show is aces.
It's flawless.
By the way, I got to give you a feeling old moment. Me and a friend were in line at a Earl of Sandwich in Las Vegas, right? So we're in this big line. If you try to go to Earl of Sandwich in Las Vegas, it's a big, long line. And there's a couple of girls standing in front of us who had come out of a club because it was like 3 a.m. They're coming out of a club. And there's this song, the Bon Jovi song called Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
One of the great rock songs of all time.
Sure.
Some wanted, right?
Dead or alive.
And that song's playing, and we're just kind of, and then we heard the girl in front of us say, "What's this?"
Oh, jeez.
And I wanted to say, "Go to your room." Like, I don't know. It's like, what?
You're not old enough to be out at 3 a.m., young lady.
Yes, if you don't know this song, just go back to your room. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Have you been following on Miss Marvel? Did you see the episode last night? If so, what did you think? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of this video, Helix Sleep. Guys, let me tell you, just a couple of days ago, Ann and I received our Helix mattress, and it is the best mattress we have ever slept on in our entire lives. We had like this $3,000 specialized mattress that we got like 5-6 years ago, and we liked it very much, but this one completely outdoes it. It's night and day. And you can get matched with your perfect mattress too. See, Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just like a minute to complete, and it matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way that you sleep. I hopped online, took the Helix quiz, and Anna and I were matched with the perfect mattress for us. And it is so easy to set up. Simply take it out of the box, get it positioned on your mattress, take off the plastic, and then give it an hour or two to breathe to reach its full size, and you will not believe how comfortable this thing is. All you got to do is go to helixsleep.com/Campea. Take their 60-second sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. And it's risk-free. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. And here's the best part. Helix is offering up to $200 off of all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Campea.